Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. In this one, I'm going to be showing you a new flipping tool that me and Script have recently made for cross-realm flipping. This is a paid premium tool, but this is by far the best flipping tool when it comes to cross-realm flipping. Let's get right into this video. The tool is called Flipping Power, and basically what it does is it will give you the best possible deals for all the items across all the different auction houses on your region. You can select specific realms that you want to get deals from and where you want to sell items for, and it will give you the best possible deals. So if you're new to the website, you want to come over to flippingpower.com and you want to click on Start Using Flipping Power. From here, you'll want to register. Once you register, you'll get an email. Simply click on the email to confirm your account, and then you'll get redirected back to the website where you can go ahead and you can log in to your account. Once you are logged in, you're going to come to this page right here. This is where you can set up all of your different settings. The first thing that you're going to see is your subscription. Obviously, it will be inactive because you won't have a subscription yet. The tool is $20 per month, so it is a paid tool, but it is definitely worth this if you are taking flipping serious and you want to make a lot of gold from doing so. So what you can do is you can go ahead and click on subscribe, pay for it, and then you'll have a subscription. The next thing that you want to do is you want to put in your Blizzard API ID and also your Blizzard API secret. I'll put a link in the description to the website where you can go ahead and get these. There's also in-depth guides that I have on the Discord or on my channel of how to actually get this yourself. The next thing you want to select what region you're on, so if you're on US or if you're on EU. Now this is where it starts to get interesting. So we have update buying realms for US. So for an example, I have characters set up on every single possible realm on the US. So I have selected add all realms to buying realms, and I've also selected add all realms to selling realms. However, if you're just getting started with flipping and you only have, say, 10 characters on 10 different realms, you can go ahead and you can select those specific realms. Or if you just want to sell on, say, some of the most high populated realms that tend to sell items a bit quicker, you can go ahead and select specific realms you want to sell on. And obviously you can select a whole heap of different realms. You don't have to have the same buy realms as the sell realms. So say for example, I wanted to get deals from every single realm on the region, but I only wanted to sell on, say, the top 5 highest populated realms. You can go ahead and do that. For my sake and how I personally am doing it, I'm going to have all buy realms and all sell realms. And then what you want to do is you want to click on save data, and then you can access the tool. You want to wait for this to load right here. Once this is loaded, we can go ahead and access the tool. And this is what the tool currently looks like as of recording this video. We only launched less than a week ago, and we have done a bunch of changes already. And we plan on doing regular changes and always improving this tool, so it is better and better all the time. So as you can see over in the Discord, this is the channel where we're going to be posting all of the updates. So as you can see, we started doing the updates on the 20th. It's only the 24th now, and as you can see, we've added a bunch of features already that really improve the tool. So let's go ahead and I'll show you how the tool works and a bit about all the different filters and how to actually use this to make a lot of gold. So first of all, what you're going to see is you're going to see the next update minute. This means the 9th minute and the 47th second of each hour, it's going to get new data. So I'll get brand new data once per hour because this is using the Blizzard API. And so every single time it is 1 hour, well, it's an hour, and it's the 9th minute and 47th second, you're going to get brand new data that is going to show. The next thing is going to be the filters. So the first filter that we can filter by is categories. Say if we want to, for an example, we want to filter by just all the different recipes, we can go ahead and we can do that. And we have a whole heap of different categories. They're pretty self-explanatory. If you select none, it will be all of the different categories in the game. We have quality. So if you want to just look at, say for an example, all the epic items, or if you just want to check out all the legendary items, and so on and so forth, you can go ahead and do that. We also have expansions. So if you just want to see all the different classic items, for an example, you can go ahead and do that. and you can go through all of the different expansions just like this. Now this is where it starts to get very, very interesting. You can filter by sell rate. So in this column right here, you'll see the sell rate. Say for an example, we only want items to show that have a minimum sell rate of say 0.1 for an example. So these are items that are going to sell very, very quickly. We can go ahead and do that. We also could bump it up to say a really high number of like the best, quickest selling items in the game, for an example, that are above 0.152. You can play around and do this as much as you want, depending on how quick you want your items to actually sell. The next filter is going to be filter by sale average. So the sale average is the average price that the item has sold for over the past 60 days. At minimum, it's going to be set to 1,000. And by default, obviously you can change this up to whatever you want. This is also in this column right here. So say for an example, we just want the biggest of the biggest items. We can change this all the way up to 50k, and it won't show anything that has a lower sale average than 50,000 gold. We also have filter by gold profit. Now how this works is it's going to give you a realm, the best possible realm and price to buy said item, and it's going to give you the best possible realm and price to sell the item. So this is where the profit margin is going to be going from the buy to the sell, which is right there. So we want to bump this up to a really big number. Say we only want to see items that we can profit over 100,000 gold. We can go ahead and set it to that. The next filter is going to be filter by max gold buyout. So what this means, say for an example, if you just want to see items that are under 1,000 gold, you can go ahead and do that. So this is items, the buy price being under 1,000 gold. As you can see, if you go through here, like this one, 660 gold, 750, 500, 650, and so on. So you can play around with this. Say you just want ones that are under like 100 gold. So you're only working with a very small budget. You can go ahead and you can do that. By default, it's going to be set to gold cap. Let's go ahead and put it back to the gold cap. Okay, so this is how the filters work. Now, a bit about the table. So first of all, it's going to show the item image. Also, it's going to have a Wowhead link. So if you click on the image, it'll actually send you over to the Wowhead page for that item. So you can learn a bit more about the item to determine whether or not it is a good item for you to buy. Also, if you figure out that you want to buy the item, you can actually click on the name now, and this will go ahead and copy the name of the item. So let's go ahead into game, and I'll just show you that it does copy the item. Let's open up our browser right here. We'll go to the auction house. Let's go ahead and paste the name into the auction house, and as you can see, it gets the name for the item. This just saves a lot of time when going from the tool over to in-game, so you can just paste it straight in the auction house to buy the item as quick as possible. Also, when you click anywhere in the column, it's going to highlight the column. This way you can remember which item you're actually looking at. For like, say for an example, if you tab over to Wowhead and you want to come back and you want to be on the exact item that you were on, you can go ahead and click on the column and it will highlight it just so you can keep track of which item you were flipping. Also has a category, a column for the categories, so you can sort this by category, item level, sell rate. Say for an example, you just want to see the quickest selling items in the game. You can sort this from highest to lowest, and you can go through it this way. Next up, we have the expansion, so you can sort it from expansion. Obviously, we'll start with the most recent expansion first to the lowest. We have quality, if you want to sort this from quality, so we'll start with legendary, work the way down. We also have a column for tier, so say for an example, if it's a raid BOE, you can see if it's mythic, heroic, raid finder, so on and so forth. We also have a category, or a column for sockets. If you want to sort this and just see all the ones that have sockets. Now this can be very, very powerful when it comes to flipping like raid BOEs and current content BOEs, because the ones with sockets tend to sell for a lot more gold than the ones that don't. Also, we have extra stat. So if you sort this from highest to lowest, the first one is going to be plus speed. Now, as you know, items with plus speed tend to sell for a lot of gold, especially ones that are used by, say, druids for their speed sets. So you can go through and you can make some really good deals and buys, buying items that you can sell to people that will buy them for speed sets. Then we have the sale average, so you can sort this from highest to lowest. If you sort it from highest to lowest, it will obviously show all of the highest value sale average items first that meet the criteria. And then we also have the sale average versus the buy price. So what this does, it will be this buy price over here, which is the best possible price you can buy each item for, versus the sale average, which is obviously the average price the item is sold for over the past 60 days. So this is a very powerful column. If you go ahead and you sort this from highest to lowest, it will show the best possible deals. As you can see right here, we can buy this for 21 gold, and this has a sale average of 1,361 gold. We can buy this for 51 gold. This has a sale average for 2,000 gold, so on and so forth. We can go ahead, if we wanted to see some bigger sale averages, we can go ahead and bump this up. So we want to bump this up to 50,000 gold. We don't want to see the raid BOE, so we can go ahead and select like BC. And as you can see, this will be the best possible deal based off the filters that we have in at the moment. Let's put this back to default. Moving on, we have this the sell versus buy. So this is going to be obviously the sell round versus the buy round. And this, you can also sort from highest to lowest. So the percent is based on basically how much profit you'll get from the sell versus the buy round, which is these two right here. Then next up, obviously we have the sell price / round. So this will give you the best possible price to sell the item for, and also which round. Now if you see multiple rounds under sell at, this means that there are no cluster of different rounds. So some auction houses, they all share the same cluster. So for an example, there is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 rounds that share the same auction house in this cluster. So as you can see, you can go down. This one doesn't share with a cluster, so it's just a solo auction house that is only for this one specific round. But you can go down and you can see like this. Now this is the buy price / round. So this will give you the best possible price to buy an item for, and it will also give you the round where to actually buy the item for. And once again, it'll also give you a cluster if the round that the best price to buy the item is on one of the clusters. Next, what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to show you how the tool works and show me buying some good deals that I can go ahead and flip for some really good profits. Now when I'm using a tool like this, I like to use the spreadsheet that I've made. Now basically with this spreadsheet, it basically keeps track of what account I have the character on, and also which round out of each cluster I have the character on. So if we go down, we can see here are all the rounds with clusters. So these all share the same auction house. So you only need one character on each of these clusters. So I have one character set up on one of the rounds out of the cluster. So we'll show the WoW account and we'll also show the specific round I have the character on. This way I can come to this spreadsheet and I can click on Control F, and then I can go ahead and I can paste the realm name in. So let's go ahead and find one on the cluster and I'll show you an example. So there's Frostmourne right here, the Frostmourne cluster. We can go ahead, copy Frostmourne, and then we can go ahead and paste this into the spreadsheet right here. And this will tell me the exact WoW account that it's on. So it's WoW account 1, and it's also on Frostmourne out of this cluster of these 5 different realms that it could be on. And what I'll do obviously is I'd go select Frostmourne like this, and I can see this is my bank alt on Frostmourne, and then I can go ahead, log in and buy the item. So I do have this publicly available over in the Discord. So if you go to the user guide, this is the link for it right here if you want to go ahead and get that, and that's just over in the Flipping Power Discord. So you can go ahead and get this yourself. You just want to make a copy. So you come to the top part up here of the spreadsheet, you go to, I believe it's make a copy, and then this way you can edit it and you can add your own realms and WoW accounts into this part right here, and you can use it how I am. Alright, so let's go ahead and see what deals we can find using the tool. So first of all, we're going to keep all of the filters very simple. We'll pretty much leave them at default. This will give us the biggest range of items. If we scroll down to the bottom, we can see that there is 104 pages, and each page has 100 items. So there's a bunch of items that we can go through here. So what we're going to do first, let's go ahead and sort the sale average versus the buy price. Let's see what some of the best deals are at the moment. So if we look through here, we want to be looking obviously at the sell rate if we're worried about how quickly an item sells. So this item actually right here has a really good sell rate. We can go ahead, we can learn a bit more about the item if we wanted to. The sale average is a bit low on this one. We'll kind of look for one that has a bit higher sale average, just because I'm working with millions and millions of gold. So let's go down and see what bigger items we can actually find here. Now all these would be good deals to actually go ahead and buy, but it's only going to give me like a few thousand gold profit. So what I'm looking for is some more valuable items. So we've got these shoulders right here. These have a sale average of 8,000 gold. This is definitely something worth looking at, and it's only 11 gold on this right here. So let's actually go ahead and see if this item is still up on the auction house. So I'm going to put this into the spreadsheet just so I'm finding as quick as possible. So it's on WoW account 1 and it's on that specific realm. Let's go ahead and log in and see if it is still up on the auction house. Obviously with some of the deals, some people can beat you to the deal, but the majority of them you're definitely going to get for yourself. So once we log in, what we want to do now, let's go ahead and actually copy the name of the item. So we just click on the name and this will copy the name. We can go over to the auction house here. Let's make our way over. We'll go ahead and paste this up in the auction house and see if it is available, still for sale. Let's see. And it still is very, very nice. Let's go ahead and buy this item right here. So 11 gold for that item, and we should be able to resell that for over 10,000 gold, which is a really, really good flip. Let's go ahead and actually throw it back up in the auction house on this realm. Let's grab it out. So that's why it's also good. The appearance is actually really, really nice on it. Let's go ahead, use TSM, post this up on the auction house for 14,000 gold. So just like that, from 11 gold to 14,000 gold, I'll take that all day. So we're going to log back out, jump back over to the tool, and let's see what else we can find. Now we'll play around with the filters a little bit here in a second, but let's just see what else we can actually find that we want to go ahead and flip. So this is a good deal. The sell rate on this is a bit lower, as you can see, but it has a very good sale average, and only paying 15 gold for this would be a great deal. Let's see if we can find something with a higher sell rate. Obviously, as you can see, these are super cheap. We can spend like under 10 gold for all of these and sell them for a lot of gold profit. But let's go ahead and play around with the filters a little bit. Let's bump up the sale average to, let's bump it up to 20,000 gold. So it's some more of the bigger items that we can sell for a lot more profit. Now let's start going through and see what we've got available here. So we've got a trinket here, however the sell rate on it is pretty low. These boots have a bit better sell rate. We can buy them for, what is it, 200 gold on this cluster. Let's go ahead and see if this one is still available. So this is on WoW account 2, so let's actually go ahead and load up WoW account 2 real quick. And we'll see if we can get this deal. So what realm out of the cluster are we on? So we are on this one, perfect. So once WoW account 2 loads up, we'll go ahead and see if it is on the auction house. Waiting for it to load up, paste the realm name here, log in. Okay, so let's copy the name, jump on WoW account 2 here. Is this one available? It is. Now this is an amazing deal. There's actually 2 of them also on this realm. Let's go ahead and buy both of these. And that is an amazing deal. So this has a region sale average of 20,000 gold, which is great. So let's go ahead, grab these out of the mailbox, and we'll repost these straight back up on the same realm. Which if we sell these, this is a really, really good flip right here. has a decent sell rate too, so we should be able to sell this off fairly quickly. As you can see, we paid 200 gold for one, 250 for the other. I'm reposting them for 26,000 gold. Don't mind if I do. Let's go ahead and log out of this account. Let's see what else deals we can actually go ahead and find here. So we got a cosmetic here that we can spend only 500 gold for. The sell rate is kind of low, but if you look at the sale average, 40,000 gold. So it's actually very, very nice. Let's go ahead and see if this one is available. Okay, so out of the cluster, we're on this realm on WoW account 1. Let's copy this, jump on WoW account 1. Let's see if this one is available. Head back to the tool, copy the name so we don't waste any time once we log in. Head over to the auction house and we'll see if this one is still available. Hopefully it is, because this has a really good sale average price that if we manage to pick this up for only 500 gold, this will be an amazing flip for sure. Let's head over to the auction house here, and fingers crossed this one is up on the auction house. It's a pretty exciting flip, and it is perfect. Let's go ahead and grab this right here. Very, very nice. And we'll grab this. We might as well repost this. We're already logged into a realm that we can repost it for a much higher price. So let's get this back up on the auction house. So we brought this one for 500 gold, and let's see how much we can resell this one for. And this is obviously without moving around and being picky, just reposting on the same realm. If we wanted to, we can go to this realm cluster and post it up for 64,000 gold if you really wanted to. But let's go ahead, just post it on this realm. Let's click on run post scan. Posting this for those actually, because there's competition at a much higher price, we're going to be posting this for 76,000 gold. Very, very nice. Right, let's log out. Let's see what other deals we can find right here. Let's find one with a much higher sell rate, even though we could technically go through and buy all of these for very cheap and resell them for a lot more. Let's be a bit more picky, and let's go ahead and find something with a much higher sell rate that also still has obviously a sale average over 20,000 gold. This one has a bit higher sell rate. These have a pretty good sell rate, to be honest. So this is 0.010. It just shortens it. Oh, this is one of them replica pieces for only 5,000 gold. We definitely could buy this. It has a fairly good sell rate too. What we could also do, say we want to be really picky with the sell rate, we can go ahead, let's bump the sell rate up to anything over 0.01, and let's sort from highest to the lowest. And obviously we also have the filter for the sell average over 20,000 gold. So this is interesting right here. This is a ring piece. We can buy this for 1.2k and resell it for a lot. What else we got here? Any other interesting items? So there's a bunch of items that we could go through, but let's actually go ahead and see if this right here is available. So it's on this realm. Let's check it out. I'm going to be posting in the realm right here, not the name, my bad. Okay, well, account 1. Now, obviously if you just have one account, you don't have to use the spreadsheet. The main reason I use the spreadsheet is because I have 2 different accounts. That's because I'm covering every single possible auction house on the US region. Let's go ahead, copy the name of the item. Let's see if this is still available. Head over to the auction house. Fingers crossed, because this has a really good sell rate and a really good price. So we managed to pick this up for, I believe, like 1.5k. Very, very good deal. And this should sell fairly quickly. So 1.2k, perfect. Let's go ahead and grab that. That's what I'm talking about. This will be a very, very good flip. through it. We'll go throw it back up in the auction house. We might as well. Now we'll do a couple more buys. We'll see if we can buy a big item that's worth a decent amount of gold using the tool. Now the cool thing about the tool, I would have never thought about flipping an item like this. It's because of all the filters, you can actually find items that you never would have thought about flipping that actually are really good for flipping. Because you can sort by sell rate, and you can actually find items that I would have never thought that a ring like this would actually have such a high sell rate and also a good profit margin like this one. So let's go ahead, see what else we can find. Well, this has a really big sale average, which is over 100,000 gold. We can pick it up for 15,000. Now if we want to learn a bit more about each item, we can obviously go over to the wellhead, we can look at it, we can go ahead and read the comments, things like that. But let's go ahead and see if this one is available. So we can pick it up for 15,000, and it has a sale average of over 100,000 gold. It also has a very good sell rate. So let's go ahead, figure out which realm. So out of the cluster, we have this realm. It's on WoW account 1. Let's log out of this guy. We'll see if this item is for sale. While this is loading, obviously we want to go copy the name of the item. Alright, fingers crossed, because this will be a good flip. From 15k to over 100,000 gold. Very nice sell rate. Should be a good item to flip for sure. Alright, let's see if it's still available. And it is. 15,000. There's actually 2 on this realm. So this item has a very low market value on this specific realm, but overall it has a market value across all the realms in the region of over 100,000 gold. So what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to buy both of these. I'm going to put these in the warband bank, and I'm going to move these over to a different realm that has a higher market value. Obviously there's some realms, this is a realm that doesn't have barely any people playing, so the market value for this item is very low on this specific realm. So what I'm going to do is let's head over to the warband bank, and we'll go ahead and take this out on a much higher pop realm and sell it over there. Let's clean this up a little bit. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll jump on a realm that has a bit better population. This one will work good. Obviously if we want to be super picky, we can go ahead and we can see on Hydril we can actually post it for 1.1 million. So we might post one of them on there just so I can show you how the sell price / realm works. We'll post the other on the one we just logged in at the moment. Let's go ahead and grab just one of them out. So as you can see, the market value on this realm is 108,000 gold, which is a lot better. Now by the looks of it, someone does have it posted on this realm for 50,000 gold. So we're going to be undercutting those guys if the listing is still up. But we'll wait and see. Just use TSM, very quick and easy. Yeah, so there's one person, which is competition, to undercut. Post one here, and then we'll go to Hydril and post the other one. As you can see, here's the listing over on Hydril, which is 1.1 million. Now this is a bit crazy, and I think my TSM operation won't post for such a overpriced price, so we'll make something a bit more reasonable. But let's go ahead and see what I have for the operation. So yeah, it'll undercut that guy because it's above my max, but it'll still post for 791,000 gold. Let's go ahead and post that up. So as you can see, there is a crazy amount of things you can do with this tool and all the different filters. Let's go ahead and do something a little bit different. Let's actually go ahead and see if we can pick up an item with plus speed on it. So a lot of the BOEs are definitely worth flipping that have plus speed on them. Now the main ones I'm thinking about right now, obviously we're still in like season 1 with the season 1 BOEs, and their item level, I think they're 564, so these pieces right here. Now I've been selling these for around 50,000 gold with plus speed on them. Obviously it works best when they're leather, because then druids can actually go ahead and use them. So we have one right here. So actually all of these right here are actually leather. Let's go ahead and let's bump the minimum buy price down to anything under 5,000 gold. And let's see if there's actually any deals under 5,000 gold that have plus speed on them. So there is. Now we want to make sure they're from the War Within. They're the main ones I'm focused on at the moment. So now we'll narrow down the search quite a lot with our filters. Once again, we'll sort by extra stat. We can see that there is 3 up on all the different auction houses at the moment that are under 5,000 gold that have plus speed on them. Now are any of these used by a plus speed set? So I believe an axe can be. So we could go ahead and we could buy this for 4.5 thousand gold. Let's go ahead and bump this up to 10,000. Just see if there's any more deals that actually have leather on them. Which now it looks like there tends to be a few more. So this one has leather. This is only 5,444. So let's go ahead and buy this one right here. This will be a great deal that we can resell for around 50,000 gold. So this is on WoW account 2, and it's also on this specific realm. Let's go ahead, log in. While we're logging in, let's copy the name of the item, and we'll go ahead and we'll see if this is still available up on the auction house. There's another leather one. This is going for 10,000 gold. Another leather one for 10,000 gold. Now I'm focusing mainly on leather ones because that is what druids wear, and they're mainly the ones that are going to be buying plus speed sets. So that's how you can actually buy plus speed sets, and this will save you literally hours. If you were to use a different tool or try to find these manually, it would take you hours. With this, you can find them within just a couple minutes and see if they're up on the auction house. So this is the best possible way to flip plus speed items. Now hopefully someone hasn't beat us to the deal, but we'll go ahead and check if someone has. Let's go ahead and find the one with plus speed, which is this one right here. Perfecto. Now obviously we'll be able to resell this for about 50,000 gold. So from, what did we spend, just saying like 5k to 50,000 gold. That is an amazing flip. Alright, let's head over to the auction house and we'll post it up. Very, very happy with that buy right there. Use TSM. As you can see, no competition, posting at 50,000 gold. Perfect. Let's go ahead and see if there's any very, very valuable items that are worth flipping. So we have the red rocket here, or the nether rocket. There's one, the cheapest one posted is 2.3 million. Obviously we could buy a Villadin and repost here for pretty much gold capped, but it's still below the sale average. So I want to stick to things that are about the sale average. So what we'll do is let's bump this up, the sale average, to 50,000 gold. And let's also go ahead and see what pops up when we sort by sale average versus the buy price. Let's go through and see if we can find some big boy items. We might actually sort from sale average first. So we got the black bulwark. Not crazy cheap that we can actually pick them up for. We obviously can move from one round to another with a bit more profit, but going off the sale average, 31% isn't too much. Let's see if we can find an item with a bigger percent, which is this one right here. So this is actually one of the raid BOEs from Dragonfly. Now people buy these that are making level 70 twinks. This is why it has such an amazing price and has a good sell rate too. You could definitely buy this for 100,000 gold. Repost it on Proudmoore for 349,000. This actually could be worth doing. We'll see what else we can find though. A lot of raid BOEs from older expansions. 61%. What is this for? Junk item. So I know this is actually a very, very rare cosmetic. We can actually pick this up for what, 225,000. Resell it for 2.8 mil on this specific cluster if you wanted to. I'd prefer if there was a bit more bit more profit from the actual buy price to the sale average. So this is a very low drop chance. This is why this has such a high sale average. So if you want to learn more about this, I don't know even what this item is. We can go ahead, head over here and see where it's from and what the item actually does. Sometimes there's comments and you can learn a bit more about the item and what it's used for and why it's so valuable and so on and so forth. Has a really good sale average, 229,000 gold. Very nice. What do we got here? So this could be a very nice flip. We could pick this up for 98,000 gold and then we could sell it on this round for 700,000. Let's actually go ahead and do that. So I know this is on WoW account 1. Go ahead, copy the name. Has a decent sell rate too, 0.013. Alright, let's check if it's still up on the auction house. Perfect, it is. Let's go ahead and grab that. Now there is no other competition, so we could just repost on this realm to save some time, which I think we might as well go ahead and do. Obviously we could take it to the other realm and sell it for 700k, but we'll go ahead and just post it on here. We're going to be posting it for 431,000 gold with no competition. So that is how the tool works. I will have a link for it down below in the description box. And if you have any questions or want to learn more about the tool before actually going ahead and buying it, you can head over to the Discord, and me and Script will help you out in the Discord with any questions that you have about the tool. So head over there. I'll have a link for the Discord also in the description of this video. However guys, that was it for the video. If you enjoyed, hit the thumbs up button and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.